Now that we have ideas for remaining calm and regulated from the preparation phase of EMDR, and the tools that we need to be able to take care of ourselves with EMDR in a self-care environment, the next step is to find a target that's bothering you and link all of the relevant information into one idea. We've created a worksheet to help us gather the necessary information. You'll also find this in the resource sections under the Self-Care EMDR page on our website. Let's take a look at this sheet. As we take a look at the EMDR target worksheet, we're just going to begin to notice all of the details about the event or the issue that's upsetting you. You really do want to consider as many details as you can think of. As you think about all these details and all of the elements in this event, what stands out as the worst part? Is there some type of picture or image that seems to represent this worst part? Write down some of these details below, as well as the worst part and the idea or the image that seems to connect to that. With the image and the event in mind, we'll move closer to some of the ideas that connect all the elements of memory. As you hold these details together, think about where you notice it in your body. You'll want to consider things like body function, so your heartbeat, and maybe how quickly you're breathing. Muscle tension, places where you're braced or you can feel some kind of pain. And in your viscera, which is essentially your stomach and your lungs and your chest, everything that's all your organs tied together. As you notice it in your body, begin to think about what kind of emotions seem to connect to this event. Usually there is more than just one emotion, so try and consider them all, and then rate them on a scale of 0 to 10 as far as how intense they might feel. And then you're going to want to consider the actions that you want to take. What is it that you want to do or say, the urges that you may have in this moment? Usually, they come down to some form of fight, flight, or freeze. Consider your thoughts and your belief in this situation. How does it leave you believing and thinking about yourself? Sometimes you can explore ideas around being defective, damaged, guilty, responsible, still in danger. Powerless and weak is also a significant one that pops up here. Answer the question with I am. And once you have that, what would you rather believe about yourself instead? And how true does that feel to you right now on a scale of 1 to 7, with 7 being completely true? It can also be helpful to consider the beliefs that you have about others, the world, and God. Now, as you hold all of these elements together, the event, the worst image, the way you feel it in your body, your emotions, your urges, your thoughts and beliefs, let yourself just float back in time without any filters. Do you notice any times in the past that you have noticed feeling and thinking, experiencing things this way? As you notice these memories, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do they still bother you? If it's stronger than a 5 or 6, you may want to consider processing through these memories first. Okay, now we're ready for the active processing phase. Let's take a look at each step on that worksheet. Next, we turn to the Desensitize and Release worksheet. Follow the steps very closely in the desensitization phase. As you follow each step, take your time. You want to be sure to notice all the aspects that happen with your body, your emotions, your urges, your thoughts. Go through these at least once. Be sure to notice that this process is intended to slow your thinking, to encourage you to focus on these issues, especially the ones that you may want to avoid. Keep coming back to the original target to be sure you explore any ideas that you might discover. When it seems like no new information surfaces, check in on your emotions. Are they less intense? Begin to focus specifically on these emotions with sets of bilateral stimulations to see if you can reduce them even more. When it seems as though they've gone as low as possible, it's time to do the release process. Using your bilateral stimulation, just allow yourself to notice everything that surfaced during this time. Try not to pay attention to the details unless you notice any new information. As things surface, imagine you're placing each one of these ideas into a box or onto a pile. Once you've allowed it all to surface, notice the pile. Choose what way you would like to just get rid of this pile. You can let yourself release it all to God. Get creative. It really is not uncommon to blow up the pile or torch it, or do just about anything you can think of to get rid of it, whatever seems to be the best method for you. As you do this, it's important for you to see yourself leaving it in the past and walking away from it. And now begin to notice as you walk away from this, what you would rather believe in this situation. Come back to what you would rather think about yourself in this moment as what we had in the first target worksheet. When you notice that, begin to see if on a scale of 1 to 7, that begins to feel more true. Notice the feeling in any positive way that it impacts you. Noticing all this, add some more sets of bilateral stimulation to see how much more you can strengthen that feeling. This is a really important step because often we're satisfied with just releasing the negative sensations and we don't focus on the positive. And in these instances, it really is helpful for you to notice the things that are positive about you and the ways that you're responding in this moment. After you've done that, do an entire body scan, top of your head down to the bottom of your feet. Do this slowly. As you move through your body, stop anytime you notice any tension anywhere that might still remain. Focus on that tension and use additional bilateral sets to see if you can remove any of that tension. As you finish this time, be intentional about affirming yourself. Reward yourself after the process. Allow yourself to notice these positive things. These are the elements that carry you through into more stressful times. Remember, you can come back to this practice as often as you need to. I hope this quick introduction will help you to get healing using EMDR to care for yourself so you can keep caring for and loving everyone around you. If you find you need more, find a trained professional who can help you carry the weight as you process through these ideas. Please be sure to take care of yourself during this period of time. Stay safe, and God bless you.